Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. That was... Okay, let me just say for the record. They say you will never see it coming. We never saw it coming. What? Holy shit. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Holy shit. I'm like losing my mind. We just saw one of the strangest ways to end a Universal title match with a massive return. A massive return. And we had not seen that person since the final SmackDown before WrestleMania. I will be talking about that later on in the video. But tonight, I'm going to be giving you guys the results from SummerSlam tonight. I'm literally losing my fucking mind. Look at my hand. I'm fucking shaking right now. This is nuts. So obviously, the night kicks off with a massive, massive announcement where we found out that Renee Young was going to be leaving WWE. So Renee, I hope you are watching this video. I think I speak for myself and for the entire WWE universe who do watch my videos when I say we love you, we're going to miss you, and thank you for everything that you've done in WWE. Shoutouts to you. But that's not the only thing that we had on the kickoff show. We had Apollo Crews defending the United States Championship against MVP with the big caveat that the Hurt Business was going to be banned from ringside throughout the match. It was a pretty intense matchup. The one thing that I do want to say though is MVP bringing back one of his old theme songs was really good. Was really good. If you guys are wondering what theme song that was, it was basically his 2010 theme. If you guys don't know what I mean, go to your search engine here on YouTube, type in WWE MVP 2010 theme song. You will know what the theme song was. But Apollo Crews ended up defeating MVP with the toss powerbomb to retain the United States title. Of course, too, yes, the Hurt Business did try to attack. Attack Apollo Crews, but unfortunately that did not come to pass. But again, big congrats to Apollo Crews for that big victory. So the whole night, the main card itself kicks off with Bayley versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title. This was a rather interesting situation because Asuka had Bayley to deal with and Sasha Banks on the same night, and of course, Asuka was within reach of becoming SmackDown Women's Champion. But as always, with the help of Sasha Banks, Bayley rolled up Asuka to retain the SmackDown Women's title. I'm not too surprised. I'm honestly not too surprised at all. This is Sasha and Bayley that Asuka had to deal with. So, yeah. Alright, you guys, next up we had the Street Profits defending the Raw Tag Team titles against Angel Garza and Andrade with Zelina Vega at ringside. And even with Zelina Vega at ringside, the Street Profits brought the smoke, okay? They always said that they want the smoke, that they're going to bring the smoke, and they ended up bringing the smoke. I think it was at the closing moments of the match, Angel Garza, or Montez Ford was hit and accidentally leans against Zelina Vega. Thus, Vega ended up dropping to the floor. Andrade ends up going to check up on her. Garza realized he had nobody to tag. Angelo Dawkins hit Garza with the cash out, which is a spine buster, to be honest. Tags in Ford and does a 360, turning in midair with a frog splash that he calls from the heavens to pick up the victory. Thus, the Street Profits retain the Raw Tag Team titles. Okay, hang on a second. Let me move my camera. Crack my knees. Sorry, guys, I'm cracking my knees. Anyway, move my camera back up. Alright, you guys. So, originally, this match was supposed to have been hair versus hair. That was the original intention. But this past Friday on SmackDown, Sonya Deville told Mandy, why don't we raise the stakes? Deville was like, why don't we raise the stakes? You and me, SummerSlam, no disqualification, loser leaves WWE. Rose was like, okay, why not? Mandy Rose, everybody kept saying that Mandy Rose couldn't wrestle. I completely disagree. I think Mandy Rose can wrestle. The problem was Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville was holding her back, in my honest opinion. And tonight, Mandy Rose proved that she no longer needs Sonya Deville, and that the only person that she needs in her life, or rather two people, are actually heavy machinery. So Mandy Rose ended up defeating Sonya Deville with a knee strike to pick up the victory. Thus, Sonya Deville is no longer leaving WWE. There were rumors, actually, however, that Sonya Deville was gonna be leaving WWE anyway, because I believe she wanted to do some other things outside of WWE. So I'm not so sure what those other things were. It could be starting a family. It could be it could have been anything. But I honestly couldn't know. I honestly wouldn't know. But Mandy Rose ended up again picks up the victory. Congrats to Mandy Rose. Okay, so next up we have Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah, against Dominic Mysterio. And what's funny and what was interesting, what I found very interesting, as I'm going on to my Instagram right now, I'll show you guys what was so interesting about this matchup. Hang on 1 second. So this post on Instagram was from Makaze, who is actually WWE's costume designer, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean right here. If you guys are unfamiliar with the color scheme, this was the exact same color scheme that the late great Eddie Guerrero wore against Mysterio at WCW's Halloween Havoc many moons ago. That's why Seth Rollins wore this gear, was because of that reason. And what I find interesting, as I'm literally still on my Instagram, what I found interesting was the fact that, hang on, okay. What I found so interesting was the fact that Dominic Mysterio brought his A game. He brought his fucking A game. I said this past Thursday in my prediction video, which you guys can check out, I believe I had said that Dominic Mysterio had the balls big enough to go up against a top caliber superstar like Rey Mysterio, and it was contested in a street fight. And this was a I'm not so sure if I would call this back and forth, but Mysterio brought it. Dominic Mysterio brought it. And even with that, it didn't go as Dom planned, because Seth Rollins ended up hitting Dominic Mysterio with a stomp to pick up the victory. And I mean, honestly, we all thought, even the commentators, Byron Saxton, Tom Phillips, Samoa Joe, they said the same thing, that Dom was the glimmer of hope that would save Monday Night Raw, but unfortunately that did not come to pass. I have heard rumors, though, that I was actually on social media earlier, during the show, and I've heard rumors that at Payback this Sunday, not tonight, but this coming Sunday, it's going to be Seth Rollins and Murphy against Dom and Rey Mysterio. If that match does come to pass, That's going to be interesting. That will be a very interesting matchup, but obviously congrats to Seth Rollins, but congratulations as well to Dominic Mysterio for putting up one hell of a fight. Big props to him. So next up we have Asuka versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title, and so question of the day. I want you guys to answer this question for the question of the day. So earlier in this video, I said that Sasha Banks helped Bayley retain the SmackDown Women's title. Bayley did not do that. She did not help Sasha retain the Raw Women's title. Do you guys think that Sasha and Bayley are going to lose all their focus, all their momentum, going into Payback this Sunday as they have to defend the women's tag team titles? Are they going to lose everything? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say about that. But again, yes, Asuka actually defeated Sasha Banks with the Asuka lock to regain the Raw Women's title. It was an incredible fight. Hang on. Literally, I'm literally just looking at a bunch of random literally looking at a bunch of random Instagram stories. But anyway, again, Asuka, you know, Bayley didn't help Sasha Banks because it's obvious. Just based on what I've seen, based on what I saw earlier tonight, Bayley does not care about Sasha. Even Corey Graves had kind of figured that one out this past Friday on SmackDown. So there could be, I mean, odds are we could see the Golden Role Models plummet. You never know. But big congrats to Asuka. Next up, we have Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE title. This was a back and forth matchup. Two heavyweights beating the hell out of each other. One of the biggest highlights one of the main key highlights that I want to point out was the fact that Drew McIntyre had the figure 4 on Randy Orton, one of Ric Flair's signature submissions that had won him literally more championships than anybody in the wrestling business. Randy Orton had grabbed the referee's shirt, pulled him down, raked the eyes of Drew McIntyre, and I'm surprised that the referee was being reluctant in not calling for the bell. That was very interesting because that could have counted as a disqualification. Literally, that could have counted as a DQ, but the referee was like, whatever. But it all came down to one thing. Who had the big move? Was it the Claymore or the RKO? The answer was neither, because Drew McIntyre defeated Randy Orton with a backslide pin to retain the WWE title. I mean, Drew McIntyre said that he had a bunch of receipts to collect, and he collected one of the biggest receipts of all, that being over Randy Orton. So big congrats to Drew McIntyre. And now I want to point our attention to the main event. This is what I meant when I admit we never saw this coming. Falls count anywhere. We found out earlier tonight on the kickoff show that it was going to be falls count anywhere. And hang on, guys. Again, I'm still on my Instagram story. But falls count anywhere. We found out earlier tonight on the kickoff show that it was going to be The Fiend Bray Wyatt against Braun Strowman for the Universal title. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. I'm sure how glad that I wasn't eating, because that would have made me sick. Literally, it went all around ringside. It went into the backstage area, came back. Braun Strowman at the closing moments of the match, Braun Strowman went into the toolbox, grabbed a fucking box cutter, ripped up the mat, and that backfired on him because the Fiend hit Braun Strowman with not just a Uranagi, but with 2 Sister Abigails to pick up the victory and become the Universal Champion again. Ironically enough, he has not been Universal Champion since Super Showdown back in February. Back in, I think February or March, like right around there. Actually, let me take a look at that. Let's see. Yeah, I was right. I would say right around February, right around like February, like end of February, beginning of March. And what happens next is gonna shock you. Is gonna shock you. We got to see the return of Roman Reigns. We have not seen Roman Reigns since he had that face-to-face confrontation with Goldberg on the final SmackDown before WrestleMania. We have not seen him since then. And ironically enough, the only reason why he left was because of the pandemic. He didn't want hold on. Yeah, literally, yeah, he didn't want his survival over leukemia to take over. And they just released a new T-shirt that says "Wreck everyone and leave." I mean, that's incredible. We got to see Roman Reigns come back, and he attacked. Yeah, right here, literally, yeah. And it literally, it looks like he had missed a step. It looked like he had not missed a step, and I'm commenting on his post just now. He posted a photo of him holding up the Universal title, and Reigns told Wyatt, "You're just a guy, a dude behind the mask," and he hit Braun Strowman with multiple chair shots, bending the chair completely. It was absolutely nuts. It was absolutely nuts. I honestly can't wait to see what Roman Reigns has in store for us moving into this Friday on SmackDown on Fox. I cannot wait. This is what I'm talking about when I said that I wanted to be in WWE. The passion, the lights, being able to be on the kickoff show and call these things is what I want to do. So WWE, if you're watching this video, I'm calling you guys out. Okay, I'm calling you guys out. Sign me up. Sign me up. I know that I have to work from home, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm ready for the opportunity. This is what I live for. Okay, this is why I became a content creator. It's because of things like this. So WWE, if you're watching this, I'm calling you guys out. Hit me up on my Instagram. My DMs are open, and the link is down below. Hit me up. I'm ready for the opportunity. But guys, that is gonna do it for this video. Question of the day part 2. What did you guys think about SummerSlam? Let me know in the comments below. And that is gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to this channel and you guys love these result videos and obviously too my news videos, my deck profiles and whatnot, if you enjoy them, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. We are so close to reaching 100 subs, and it's as I said, if the channel just reach 100 subs, I'll open this up on the channel in its entirety. However, if the channel reaches 200 or more, this box gets open. I know it's Korean, but it's still pretty nostalgic, so make sure you guys... So if you guys want to see them get opened, definitely... Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way, especially when I open those up on the channel. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and on my Instagram. All three of my links, both of my Twitters and my one Instagram, links are down below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out. Holy Fuck.